We are ECS Outdoors, East Central Saskatchewan's guide to faith, family, farm, and a whole lot of fun. All right, welcome to 2022. Dan Johnson here from ECS Outdoors. I'm excited to be doing a New Year's podcast here January 1st. And I've got my son Kobe here with me this morning, this afternoon. I'm not sure when you're listening to this, but the point is, I'm excited to be here sharing with you guys about New Year's. And I'm going to start off by reading a little bit of God's Word here. Simply stating 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 8 to 13. Finally, all of you, be like-minded, be sympathetic, love one another, be compassionate and humble. Do not repay evil with evil or insult with insult. On the contrary, repay evil with blessing, because to this you are called, so that you may inherit a blessing. For whoever would love life and see good days must keep their tongue from evil and their lips from deceitful speech. They must turn from evil and do good. They must seek peace and pursue it. For the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are attentive to their prayer. But the face of the Lord is against those who do evil. Who is going to harm you if you are eager to do good? All right, so that is God's Word, and leading into our New Year's resolution conversation here. So we're going to look back a little bit here at the beginning on 2021 and how 2022 is going to be a year where we learn from our mistakes. We hope beyond 2021 at things that were out of our control and what we can look forward to in the new year. And so one of the things as a farmer, last year, 2021, was a extremely difficult year for many farmers. We had poor rain events, didn't get much. That's a silly play on words, poor rain event. No pour in the rain. There you go. We didn't get a lot of rain. And it was very hot. And so there's a lot of farmers out there that are in a tough situation this year. They didn't grow the crops that they needed to. And so as a farm, our farm, we struggled as well. We are okay. Most farmers in our position are okay. And we just, like any other farmer out there, we continue to push, and we will grow a crop this next year, and we will hope and pray that it turns out. And that's farming for you. Every year is a different year, and nothing is guaranteed, but we continue to push on, and that is farming in a nutshell. So 2022, let's hope for rain, let's hope for the heat, but not too much heat. And let's hope that we can get through this next year, and all the other farmers out there can get through to next year and breathe a sigh of relief. And so that's our hope for 2022 on the farming front. Now, we read God's Word, and it talked about our attitudes and our behaviors towards people that do us harm, and to love one another. And that is our hope when it comes to how we treat people. And so I got, like I said before, I've got my son Kobe here with me, joining me in this podcast here, and we're going to talk a little bit about the term I want to use in this podcast is honing. And if you're not familiar with the term honing, it's when you have a knife that's sharp, and you can do a lot with a knife that's sharp, but is it razor sharp? And so honing is what you do to bring your knife into that perfect razor sharpness. And so honing is a term that is often used when you're really good at something and you want to get better at it. And so honing your skills is like sharpening up your already God-given gifts. And so that's the questions I got for Kobe. Kobe, say hi to everyone.
Hello.
So that's my son Kobe. He's a man of many words. That was one. And so we're going to move on with allowing him to speak a little bit more about 2022 and what in 2022, Kobe, are you hoping to hone your skills in?
Just be a lot more kinder. Work in school harder. Try practicing my guitar more. And yeah, just make this year a better year than 2021 was.
Awesome. Cool. So that, I remember when I was young and my dad asked me about New Year's, and I believe I was home for Christmas break as well, and Kobe here is homeschooled, so he's home for Christmas break and after the break. But at the same time, I remember my dad asking me the same questions about what are you going to do better this year? And I remember telling him that I was going to be the best school student that I could possibly be. I was going to get such good marks. And, well, pretty soon January came and we were into the mix of the school year. And pretty much by January 31st, the reality was I fell back on who I was and didn't really care too much about being awesome at school. And so, I would love to encourage you, Kobe, to stick to your New Year's resolution, to hone those skills. And, I look at an opportunity every year. It's stereotypical, I guess, that people will make sure that they eat healthier. Are you going to eat healthier in 2022, Kobe?
Maybe, yeah.
That would probably a strong lean towards I don't think so. Okay. So are you thinking in 2022 what is your goal for summertime?
Swim a lot, drink a lot of pop, and yeah.
So he's basically admitted that he's not going to eat healthier by saying he's going to drink a lot of pop, which is totally understandable for a young teenager like this. Now, are you going to do some counseling at camp?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. You're going to go to some camps, right?
Yeah.
You're going to learn lots at those camps, yeah. So that's 4 or 5 months away now. Here, our family is planning to go and do some fishing. We're going to go do some ice fishing, something we've never done before. And that's going to be interesting, right?
Yep.
Kobe here, he's a very interesting, he's my artist in the family. He loves to draw pictures and he's very skilled in his own way at that. Last summer we took him up to a lake to do some fishing. And for Kobe, did you like the idea of going fishing, Kobe, when we first went? To be honest.
I did, but I didn't.
So, what about fishing did you think? Why would you not like fishing?
Well, because I usually don't catch anything.
Okay, so this is all fact. This is the real story with Kobe here. Now, we sort of cheated. I'll be honest with you listeners out here. We got a guide because we didn't know the lake that we were on. And he took us to a spot where we caught fish. Okay? So, a lot of times with fishing, it's not the fact that you're a bad fisher person. It's the fact that you have no idea where the fish are to catch. You talk to people out there and you learn what bait to use, how deep to put your line. Some people have to be taught how to catch the fish, because every fish bites a different way. A pike bites the hook totally different than a walleye, and a walleye bites totally different than, say, a goldeye. If you were to fish for goldeye in the summertime, you want to fly fish. We didn't do any goldeye fishing because we don't have fly fishing gear, but we have gear for walleye, right?
Yep.
And so the guide took us to where the fish were, and we caught fish. So now, fast forward, we know where the fish are on this lake. We're going to be going there to do some ice fishing now. We're going to be put on a spot where the fish are going to bite more often than not. And so, Kobe, now that you know what you know about fishing, do you enjoy fishing now?
Yeah. Because the last time when we went to Tobin, I caught like 7 fish.
Yeah, in one afternoon, right?
Yeah.
So that's something that, if you know where to go, fishing's a lot of fun. And see, I don't care sometimes if we catch fish. What is that saying out there? The Old Fisherman saying, a bad day of fishing is still better than a good day at work. Yeah? You ever heard that one before?
Nope.
A bad day of fishing is better than a good day at work. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of always been my motto with fishing and hunting too. I mean, a bad day of hunting, as long as you're not wounding animals and stuff like that, because that's pretty harsh. But, this is where Kobe has learned to become a much more patient fisherman. And we're excited to go up and do some more fishing. And so this is just part and parcel of Kobe honing that skill, learning what to feel when your line is in the water and you feel the tap on the hook from the fish that's nibbling, know when to set the hook, all those things. And you learned that, didn't you?
Yeah.
So that's all part of one aspect of a person's life. Kobe and I can talk about the fishing because we experienced that together. There's all sorts of areas in life that you can hone your skills. And for Kobe here, he's working on his math, and he's got, I think you've got a speech to write. Did you know about that? In the new year, they're doing another speech contest with a bunch of kids. So he's going to hone his skills, right? And write a fabulous speech.
Yep.
Any idea what kind of topic you'd want to?
Nope. Because I didn't know about this till now.
Okay. So anyways, he's got to pick another topic. I think sometime in February they're having another speech contest. And so he's going to hone his skills and come up with a really fabulous speech. Most indubitably, that's a big word you can use in your speech to impress the judges.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to throw that at you and say, go for it. Use big words. But this is 2022, and it's a year where we can grow as a society. We can focus on better things to come. We can focus on honing our fishing skills. We have full intentions as a family to catch a world record walleye in 2022. Right, Cobes?
Mm-hmm.
And how big is that walleye going to be?
48 inches.
Not likely. But if we can catch a walleye that's 12 pounds or greater, we'll have accomplished all that we ever dreamed of accomplishing in walleye fishing this year. Absolutely. Even if we catch a 10-pound walleye, I would be tickled. And so that is our hopes for 2022. And for each and every one of you guys that are listening to this, I hope that your year is full of looking forward to a much peaceful world, a much happier group of people that you are around, a much more caring community, and success in the field as a farmer, success as a hunter, as a fisherman, and my hopes and prayers for those of you that struggled through 2021 is that you can recover well and you will be filled with optimism. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. Over and out.